Hello. Oh my goodness. Just finished eating. So excuse me. But anywho, welcome. Welcome everyone. Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another live that we're gonna do together. And praise be to God. Christ is still our Savior to my soul, and I honor him, giver of my salvation. So hey everyone, and a massive welcome to our live session tonight. I am so thrilled you've chosen to join me. For those who are new in this platform, I am Sally and the host to this channel. Even when I'm the host, you become the community, you become the people that make this channel to be where it is. And tonight, we are diving in a topic that I believe is incredibly relevant to all of us, no matter where we are in life. This is something that, a story that I also have struggled with, but even with those struggles, I have become to knowing of the benefit of trusting the process. And it's not easy. Let me start from there. It is not easy to trust the process, whereas you can't see a result of what you are trusting to have or to get or to benefit in all that term. They mean the same. Trusting the process, it's not for the weak. I want to say that again and clearly. Not everyone is built to be patient, and especially to be patient for something that you wanted like right there and right then. But anywho, before we get started, I want to give this platform an opportunity of like about 10 minutes to see, have people joining, and then we can kind of like dive into the topic. I have not fully prepared so much about this topic, but we're going to talk about it and just see where it leads us. Hopefully, by the end of it, we are going to stay encouraged and we are going to still stay determined to not give up and to always look forward for the better things of what it can do. I have small notes, although I have written and I have my Bible here. So momentarily I will keep referencing from the Bible in a few notes that I have written. But we are gonna wait for people to get in, and when you get in, guys, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Give it a big like, comment, let me know where you're watching me from, and yes, and don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you're not missing out the next live. Okay. um I do pray that you guys have had a wonderful month of May, from the beginning of January, February, March, April, and now May. It's about to wrap up. It's tomorrow. Today being the 30th, tomorrow is the 31st. And wow, what a journey! What a journey! What stories do you have to tell about what has happened since the beginning of this year? I'm sure you have stumbled. I'm sure you have experienced some hit and run experiences in life. I'm sure from January to where we are right now, you have had a moment of like, why are things happening to me? Why are situations like this? But that's what we're going to talk about. So don't give up. We all live in a world that often demand instant results. Excuse me. And especially in this this life right now, we're constantly asking for instant results, and majority of us have not been equipped to be patient. Patient is not something that we're just gonna speak about it, but it comes with exercise. Just like you would say, I want to go hit the gym, I want to start exercising, and you start going to the gym, and slowly but surely, you start seeing the result of what you are going to the gym to do. Or if you want to start eating well, there are things that you will start cutting out, and there's things that you will start doing. There are behaviors that you'll start adapting. It's a learning lesson. It's an exercise. That what patient is. Patient is an exercise. It does not just come from the word of mouth and then just leave it to swim on its own without putting muscles on it, without putting salt on it, without putting, a bit of work in it. But the world we are living right now, it sadly demand instant results. Okay. And we want things like now, 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 now. Like I would hear my children when they come to ask something from me, they'll say, I want it now. And I'm like, these children need to know there is a word of wait, and they have to learn and exercise and understand the word wait means you have to wait. Don't keep nagging. I mean, you can nag a little bit, but don't become overly into it. And so we want to see the full picture, and waiting can feel like it can happen. Some of us, when we're told to wait, it can feel like somebody is blocking you to move forward. Some people, when they're told to wait, that hey, this is just for this moment. It's not gonna last long. Um, it's just for a short period of time. There are people who don't know how to wait at that moment. There are people who be like, no, I want to move forward. I want to keep going. I don't want to wait in something that I don't see results for it. But the much more you're kind of like aborting the wait, you're not going to learn what you need to do better. Waiting also prepares you to have a moment of realizing of like, oh, I did wrong in A, so before I move to B, I need to fix A better, and then when I get to B, at least I will be equipped in navigating in B. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I don't know, but let me know in the comments. Also, um, what I have found out is that what if I told you there is a profound wisdom, peace, and even purpose to be found in embracing the journey, in trusting? Let me put my notes here so that we are able to navigate well. Peace and even purpose to be found in embracing the journey, in truly trusting the process, especially when we anchor that trust in our faith. Okay, I remember a story, not even a story, it's real life experience. There are times that I would ponder back in some of my experiences, and especially like last year. Last year, I was in such a dark place. And while I was at that period of trusting the process that things are going to be okay, um, I felt being pushed. I felt being pushed to the edge. I felt kicked out of the space. I felt like um, the world has collapsed over me. I felt like I have been abandoned in kind of like a big ocean and I did not know how to swim, like literally. It was a dark spot. And in that moment of me going through this situation of like, I didn't know if I need to cry, like I cried and I felt like I don't need to cry anymore. I'm looking on who can I call to help me or who can I call to at least talk to. And I found myself in this dark corner, a place of I honestly would not want anyone at all to be at that place. It felt dark, like really dark. And I remember like going through, things and what just being overlooked or just having so many no's, and the most no I kept going because I was looking forward to stepping forward in a situation, but every time I applied to this thing I just kept rejected, like y'all, rejection like over 50. How would you feel when you have something you're trusting to have, and instead of getting it, you just keep getting rejection over rejection? You cry, you feel beaten, you feel weak, you feel like lost, but you still have to keep moving. You still have to stand up. You still have to pray. You still have to like say, God, help me. This trusting the process of like tomorrow is gonna be a better thing. This trusting of the process of like it's gonna be better tomorrow. This a good thing that will come up. Oh my gosh. Whew. And especially if you are the only support system, like you are your own support system. And of course, God, your faith, God gives you the strength to anchor through it. It's not an easy thing, but God makes it way easier than you can think of. So, over the next few minutes or so, we're going to explore what trusting the process really means in our daily lives, okay? And most importantly, how the Bible speaks directly to this. We'll look at some powerful verses and stories like that of Moses. Honestly, that is a story that you guys have to believe is a trust in the process. Moses, when he was born, he didn't know of where he would end up in. His mother, who I want to say was a single mother. I could be wrong, but the Bible there doesn't state of like the mother was married. But anywho, the mother, when she gave birth to Moses, she did not know of like what will happen. But there had come a decree of like all children below 2 years old, they were supposed to be killed. And so this mother, Moses' mother, trusted the process, not knowing of what the process that she was about to do will entitle in the next generation. So she did what she could think was best, taking the baby, putting the baby in the basket, and taking the baby by the river banks. And the princess of Pharaoh was going to take a shower, to have a shower by the riverbank, and she saw the basket and took it, and that was Moses. So Moses got to grow up in a highly place, a palace, having everything that he could need because he is the only boy in that home, and he's growing with the king. He's growing in the palace. He has maids attending to him. He has everything he could never lack. The mother did not know the process, but she trusted that this baby, I'm going to take this baby by the riverbanks, and this baby, God takes care of it. So God took good care of Moses. And that's the same way. When we are in trouble, when we do not even know what tomorrow will be or how tomorrow will entitle to be, when we do not know in our crying moment, in this situation that you have found yourself into, tomorrow is in God's hand. Don't worry about it. And as simple as I may speak about that term, like literally, just don't worry about tomorrow. Let God handle it. Yes. So, um, before we jump in, I'd love to know that you are tuning in from Atlanta or whenever you're tuning in from. Let me know in the comment. Don't forget also to subscribe to this channel. Drop your city, okay? So I can give you a shout out or country in the chat. Let's see how global our community is tonight, okay? As we literally speak about this trusting the process. It's not a process that people just speak about it of like easy. No. Trusting the process, it comes with denying. Trusting the process, it will put you to a place of acceptance. And if you trust in the process that does not put you in the place of acceptance, then you have not gotten into a place of like, I give up. Let me just give this, whatever is going on, to God. It's not like giving up and giving up of like, I don't care about it. No, it's giving it to God to take the wheel and accepting of like, okay, I'm in this situation. I did not know I would be, there's somebody out there who is in a process of like they have found themselves that they are paralyzed. It takes a process to accept a place of like you were once walking and now you can never walk again. It takes a process. That trusting the process of like, okay, it's gonna be better tomorrow. Everything will be okay. It takes so much. It never happened like that. That trusting of the process of like where one time you would see your eyes were wide open, you would see, and now all at once you can see. I mean, it will break every bit of your mental, it will break every bit of your self, excuse me, esteem, it will take a bit of you. But then again, there is the trust in the process, the trust in the process of like acceptance. So, and hey, if you haven't already, this is a great time to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are not missing out anything from my end. Okay. Excuse me. So, trusting the process in daily life. Let's go through that. So, what does trusting the process actually look like in our everyday lives? Okay. It's about understanding that growth, achievement, and even healing often don't happen overnight. I just said it. Trusting the process and healing, it never happened overnight. Think about it. A student working towards a degree, that's a process of lecture, study, exam. An athlete training for competition, that's a process of daily workout, discipline, and pushing limits. Someone building a business, that's a process of planning, hard work, setbacks, and small wins. Even healing from a hurt, whether physical or emotional, that's a process that requires time and care. In our spiritual lives, it's no different. We might be praying for a breakthrough, seeking guidance on a big decision, or longing for a deeper relationship with God. These are all processes, and often the most challenging part is the in between that space where we've started but haven't yet reached the desired outcome. This in between can be filled with doubt, frustration, and impatience. We might ask, am I doing this right? Will this ever work out? God, do you ever hear me? I have been in a place of like asking and questioning God, God, do you even hear me? If I'm your child that you speak about, do you even hear me? What is going on? Why am I in this situation? Whereas I call you my God. Those are things. They're legit question to question about. And sometimes the trusting the process, oh, it can be really nerve breaking because first you know that something will have to happen. You know that the situation that you are in right now, or the place that you have found yourself in, it wasn't like that. And you'd be like, how did I get to this place? How did I get to um this situation? Like, for example, you had this good job, okay? You were working a really, really nice job, and then all of a sudden, something from nowhere came in between, and that job that you valued, or whatever it was that you were comfortably doing, come to shackles, come dropping down. It takes your energy. It beats you. It takes every bit of you. And you're like, what happened? What did I miss? Where did I go wrong? You get to places of like asking yourself, God, do you even see me? God, do you even really hear me? That's a process. Trusting the process, sometimes it can put you in doubt. Trusting the process, it can put you in a place of like asking questions that um that can put you out of your comfort zone. Oh, my phone is dying. Oh my goodness.